Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is dark chocolate hazelnut, and it's by Green Mountain. I got it at Aldi's. So that sounded good to me, because who doesn't like chocolate and nuts? Well, I'm sure there's people that don't, but I love chocolate and nuts together. So today's high is going to be sunny and 63 degrees. I don't know, I'm hoping to get out there in the garden and start finishing up. A few more things to do. And I think I might take apart my fountain today and get my plants ready to come in. I'll probably water them with a little bit of either mosquito dunk water or put a little bit of Dawn in with the water. I don't know, because I don't want any fungus gnats in the house. So then I have to figure out where to put everything. I have a couple of plants out there that were actually elephant ears. They didn't get super big because I had them in small pots, which is nice. But yeah, I have to figure out where to put them because my indoor garden is already pretty full. So I might stick them in the basement under some grow lights, because I have plenty of those. So we'll see, I don't know yet. But anyway, I plan on staying home today. I do have to go over my daughter's and help her choose out a walking pad. Well, she can choose it out, but since I'm buying it for her, I have to put it in my Amazon account. Oh, look at that. That's how cold it is in here. Okay, had to take a brief intermission there. Grandson was leaving for work, and of course Lizzie was announcing that he was leaving for work. So anyway, the coffee's really steaming because it's chilly in here this morning. It's only 46 outside, so it's rapidly getting to be fall. So on Friday is my daughter's birthday, and we're planning a trip to Amish country. I'm excited about that. The leaves haven't really started to turn yet. That happens like the third and fourth week of October. It's a little different every year. So, but it'll still be fun, and it won't be too cold yet to walk around and look at all the nice Amish things, and I like going down there once a year. So, all right, let's give this a try. Cheers. Oh, that's good. So Aldi's had pumpkin spice whipped cream. That would really be good on top of here, wouldn't it? So I like going in the Aldi's specialty aisles. I think that they have a lot of fun things in there. I was looking for a pole tree saw, but they never got them in. So I don't know, maybe they'll get them in sometime. But so I would like to get one of those because that would be helpful for me to trim some of my trees, because I don't want them to get super big like my magnolias and things. I mean, the maples can get as big as they want, but there's certain trees that I have that I want to keep small. So that would come in handy. So I'm still looking for a walking pad, and I need to get one today because of all the Prime deals going on. And then I'm going to get my daughter one too. So if you're looking for a walking pad, there's tons of them with, Prime deals and coupons off, and there's a ton on there. So I have to make up my mind which one I want and go from there. But I do have to get that ordered today. I don't want to miss out on the sale. And I think that would be very helpful for me and my fibroarthritis and I can do that while I'm watching TV. So, okay, I will meet you over there at the budget book. Okay, back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I did spend money. Went to Aldi's with my mom and picked up a few things, and it's in yesterday's video what I bought. Not a ton of things, but some things that I'll be eating, and some things that I'll be stashing away for a rainy day. So today I'm going to spend money. I already know that because I need to get, well, I already explained during the coffee section, I'm going to get a walking pad, and today's the day. So there's some really good deals if anybody is looking for a walking pad. Really, really a lot. In fact, I'm having a really hard time making up my mind what I want to get. You know, there's some that you can put on an incline, some that you can have a handle that folds down, and, you know, just all kinds of different ones. So I'm not looking for a treadmill. I have a treadmill in the basement, but honestly, I hate going down there to work out. I like being in my living room or kitchen or even dining room, but yeah, I'm not a fan of working out in the basement. Even though it's finished, it's not, you know, a terrible place, but I prefer being up here with the bright light and, you know, the sunshine coming in the window, and it's much more cheerful. So the walking pad will do very nicely for me during the winter months because, you know, I mean, I'm getting older, and I certainly don't want to slip and fall on the ice. That would be a very tragic situation because, you know, once people have had a fall, it's kind of hard as you get older to recover from that. It's not like when you were younger that you just snap back right away. So I'm trying to avoid that situation. And I think a walking pad will do nicely. So that's what I'm going to get today. And like I said, I'm going to get one for my daughter. And then she can get some exercise too. Because, you know, when you sit all day, I know when I worked, I had a desk job as a nurse. I did MDS assessments, that's minimum data sets, that we had to submit every 3 months to the state for people on that were in the nursing facility. So that was my job. I was the department head, and then before that I was the corporate nurse doing the same thing. So I did that for many years. But, you know, having a desk job, once I retired, I lost 10 pounds by doing nothing different other than just not sitting all day. So I would like to lose 10 pounds. That would be great. Not that, you know, it's a big focus in my life to do that, but when I walk, I'm in much better shape, of course. So anyway, that's why I want to get the walking pad. And then I can keep it in the living room and tuck it away when I'm not using it. So anyway, I'm still staying on budget, other than I have to you know, pay off my generator. But like I said, I could pay that off right away from savings, but I don't want to take all the money out of savings. So I'm doing same as cash. The generator was about $1,000, and I had planned on spending a couple thousand on a generator. So I did buy here. I did buy a, what do you call them? A solar generator, something that I can keep in the house that you can charge up through the electrical plug. So I'll keep that in the house charged up, and then when the electricity goes out, I can use that indoors. And depending on how long it goes, if it's a power outage, because we do get storms here. We get ice storms and, tornadoes and all kinds of crappy weather. And even the hurricane weather comes up this far. Now, we don't have the eye of the hurricane coming up, but the outskirts of it. When Katrina blew by years ago, I actually had flooding in my basement, so that I had to put in a different kind of sump pump. I got a water-driven sump pump, which has never turned on since then. But what happened was I had a sump pump, and the battery failed. So I fixed that years ago, and I hope that never happens again. So hurricanes do affect us, even as far north as here by Lake Erie. So I'm just trying to make it so that my family and I will be safe in case of a lengthy power outage, because our infrastructure is getting old, and we see what happened now with Helene, how devastating it can be. And, even if your house didn't float away, there's areas there where the power is out, and it's going to be out for quite a while. And nobody is coming to save these poor people. It's just awful what's going on down there. So I think we all need to be more self-sufficient. And I know some of you are going to say, oh, Ellen, that's just not true. But I do a lot of research on a lot of these things. And I don't just go by CNN and MSNBC. That's garbage news. I never watch it. So I do a lot of research from independent reporters. And if I hear that, things are going on from numerous sources, then I'm going to have to assume that it's true. So anyway, not to get on that, we all need to keep saying prayers for the people that were affected so horribly by that last storm. And now we've got this new one coming through. It's just devastating. So anyway, yep. The world is getting to be a little bit crazy, so I want to keep my home as calm and serene as possible, so that if I have to be in my home for any extended period of time, I'll at least be comfortable and have what I need. So, and you might want to consider doing the same. Just make it your sanctuary, and well, that's all I'm going to say about that. So, all right, well, I'm going to get going with my day, drink my coffee, and I'll be back. I have to go out. Yeah, you got to go out? All right. Let's see what's going on out there. It's kind of chilly. Yeah, we got to take this screen down pretty soon, because the snow's going to get on it. The sun is trying to warm things up, but we're not quite there yet. So I have to take, well, you can't really see, this elephant ear, and a couple of plants that I have over here, plus my lemon tree. I have to bring them all in. And so my neighbor gave me these succulents that I planted in these pots. I'd like to save those too. But that's it on the plants that I want to bring in. And this, of course, is the fountain that I have to take apart. I have to dump all the water. And then, yeah, that's a Frankenstein fountain that I put together from pieces parts. I had a fountain that I bought that fell apart, so I saved the waterfall part of it, and the sign I got somewhere else, but I put it on top of this barrel that I think I got at Ollie's. Wasn't very expensive, and I had the pump for a while. So, and my poor little fairy over here needs to be cleaned out. She's all plugged up. But anyway, and the birds I put on there, I've had those, so it's pieces, parts. I have this in here in case something falls in there, it can climb out. Because it's happened before where something's drowned in water that I had, and I don't want that to happen. So, yeah, it's kind of cool out here this morning. So my wind chimes, they stay out all year, and once they fall apart, which some of them are doing, like this one, and here's a couple others. So these I want to take all apart and restring as one big wind chime. So that'll be a project for this winter. But I've got this huge fern over here, but I'm not bringing that in. They're too messy and they make a big mess, so every year I buy a new fern. But yeah, the garden is looking pretty good. All the leaves are starting to fall now. I'll leave the leaves in the areas where I don't have any stone and stuff, because that'll make good mulch for next year. So anyway, that's my plan. Hopefully it warms up a little bit, and then I can get out there and at least do some of the clean up the flowers that are still blooming. I'm going to leave those for the bees, and that'll be my day today. Well, today I ended up not getting much done at all. I went to my daughter's and we ordered her birthday gift, and then I came home and there were a couple of things in my cart that I needed to review from Amazon that I wanted to get from Prime Days. Normally I don't shop Prime Days. If I need something, I always look for the best deal available. But they had some pretty good sales going, and there were things in my wish list and things in my cart that I wanted to get. So I did end up getting a walking pad, and I ended up spending like $150 on it. But it has a little, I wanted something with a handle. I could have gotten something much cheaper, but it didn't have a handle. And I thought, you know, as I'm getting older, I want to hold on to something, because, you know, sometimes the treadmill keeps going and you don't. So you're going to end up on the floor. And I didn't want to take that chance. So I thought it was worth spending the little bit of extra money. And this one's nice. It's got a handle, and it also has a removable little desk that you can put over the handle. So I thought for $150 that's pretty good. It has a remote, and it has what else? Oh, you can put it on an incline too. So I'm making myself a pizza here from Aldi's, and it's a truffle mushroom pizza. Well, it's truffle flavored mushroom pizza, and it's a wood-fired, and it looked really good. So it's almost done, and I'll show it to you. I'm making it in my pizza maker that I got from Aldi's too, that I really, really like. I also found a good deal on a pole little chainsaw, and that was $79. Most of them were much more than that, $100 to $100 and some dollars. I didn't want to spend that much because this isn't something I'm going to use every day, so I'll be using it every now and then. Oh, there goes my pizza to trim my trees. I'll be right back. Here is the Aldi's little pizza maker, pizza oven, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to check my pizza now and see. I really like this thing, but you have to be careful because it really has a lot of steam that comes out. Oh, look at that. I think it needs another couple minutes, but I think that's going to be delicious. So I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then that's going to be dinner along with a nice side salad. Okay, so waiting for the pizza to cool off, but I've cut back on buying food this past month and concentrated more on buying prepper things because I still have plenty of food in the freezer and in the fridge, so I don't need to buy a whole lot of food. I mean, I'm buying some, you know, fresh lettuce and things like that, and this pizza, I bought that. So, but that way, by cutting back on the food, because I've already bought food for the stash, I can afford to buy these other things that normally I wouldn't be able to afford. So that's one of my things that I do. You know, if there's a lot of other things that I need or want, I just cut back on the food bill. So I don't have a need to go shopping every week. And even if I didn't buy fresh produce a couple times a month, you know, I have enough veggies frozen in the freezer that I could go a good, I don't know how long I could go just eating food out of my freezer. But I don't want to totally empty my freezer. My goal is just to rotate the food and keep the freezers relatively full because then they don't run as often. And if there's a power outage, the food will stay frozen longer because it's all compacted together. So, but I don't really have to worry about that anymore with the generator that I bought. So, you know, that, I think that was a good move, but hopefully, you know, even if I never used it, that we never had that big of a power outage, you know, to me it's worth it to for the peace of mind. And like I said, here where I live in Ohio, we have tornadoes and we have wind damage and all sorts of snow. You know, I could be stuck in the house and the power could go out. And so now I have the heat situation taken care of. I have the power situation taken care of. And I think I could go a while without having to go into panic mode. So, I mean, I couldn't live like this off-grid permanently because I'm not set up for that. But I could go a while and not have to worry about freezing to death in the winter. So, I'm going to have some of my pizza, and I'll show you how delicious it looks, and then I'll be back. Doesn't that look good? It doesn't have tomato sauce. It's a garlic butter sauce with the mushrooms and cheese. So I'm going to enjoy that for dinner, that's for sure. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.